Hi guys, Ace here.
Hey everyone, I am Yash Chandra and I am Ace Events' head speaker. Today, we would be talking about community engagement and its features along with Roblox's stance on the metaverse. Before diving into the topic, I would like to mention that we are very grateful to all the developers who have supported Ace Events by collaborating with us in our past initiatives. With this, we are glad to introduce a new collaboration with Mr. Alan Ellison, who is a politician well known in the Roblox community. Also deemed to be the first politician to join Roblox, he would be sharing his views on community management. He would also be talking about his personal experience on Roblox with his daughter. With this thought, let's get started. Community management, at its core, is about relationships and how your brand seizes opportunities to interact with your community in public online spaces. It refers to the practice of monitoring, engaging, and publishing content for a brand's audience. Community management is often used interchangeably with the term social media management. And while it's definitely a key part of any social media strategy, managing your community becomes more and more important the bigger your customer base becomes. Community engagement takes a strategic approach to the relationships, communication, and interactions between community members and an organization to try to influence outcomes for both. Stakeholders, residents, businesses, and other entities are all included in the broad definition of community, used to describe groups of people based on interests or geography. Additionally, the term engagement includes both inclusion and agency, or the sense of being able to participate actively in significant civic and social activities. A community manager serves as the intermediary between a company and its customers. Through community support, content distribution, and digital interaction, they serve as the brand's voice, tone, and moderator in order to increase brand presence and trust, both online and offline. Community managers need to be highly efficient in preserving and promoting an organization's brand. Above all, building positive perceptions of an organization depends on empathy, effective listening skills, and agility. Community engagement is based on the democratic idea that everyone who is affected by an issue that impacts their community should have a say in the decision making around it. It, moreover, holds the promise that public participation can influence decisions that affect the provision of services, future visions, and sustainability of our communities. In recognizing the needs and aspirations of all participants, community engagement promotes the idea that through intentional interactions between organizations and communities, community members can and do influence policy making. That is, community engagement's promise is to better engage the community to help make better public decisions. This is an important step to grow one's audience. It is, thereby, both an orientation towards the importance of community members' lived experience to influence interactions between organizations and communities, and an approach that guides the process of those interactions. Depending on your field and perspective, you might also know community engagement as another term, like community consultation or community empowerment, community collaboration, stakeholder engagement, community management, stakeholder management, or public participation. In community development on Roblox, the community's favor is often extracted from player feedback by developers to implement new and interactive features in their games. The main mission of a community manager are to develop a global digital strategy, manage and produce content for social networks, develop the brand's e-reputation, or to promote the company and its products. There are also community managers included in gaming. Community managers take care of the essential part of any game, the gamers themselves. Every great game has fans. Fans who play with each other, talk on social media, go to tournaments, and wear the t shirts. Community managers are responsible for the community that grows around the game. That means they attend events, write newsletters, organize social media, set up live streams, and find the best way of dealing with criticism too. They're the people who know the fans best. They speak on behalf of the fans to the game designers so that the game can be improved. When community managers do their job well, sales of the game increases. The number of community managers vary according to the size of the company. In larger companies, they will be working with marketing and public relations teams. In smaller companies, they might be working more closely with game designers and programmers. These community managers have good communication skills, organization skills, analytical skills, and have a good knowledge about the game and the gamers. Community managers at Roblox help build, grow, engage, and bring new monetization opportunities to Roblox's global community of creators. Organizations can sell their products and services to this audience. This is very helpful for organizations as this increases the brand reputation. With this, we would be moving to the next part of the event with Mr. Alan Ellison. Thank you.
Hello, Roblox community. My name is Alan Ellison, and I'm running for the United States Congress to represent Florida's 23rd Congressional District. I happen to be the first politician in the world to start a Roblox account. I originally started my Roblox account to be able to spend time with my daughter, who I dearly love. My daughter has introduced me to a world that I never thought that I would enjoy on the Metaverse. I enjoy this game because it opens up opportunities for me to meet so many different people from around the world, both game developers, game enthusiasts, and it's been a very happy experience for both me and my daughter. Running for Congress is a way for me to maximize my gift of being able to help other people, but also it gives me an opportunity to engage with people, to be able to find out what's on their hearts and what's on their minds. So every Friday, I hold what is known as a virtual discussion. And this virtual discussion is set up for me to ask questions and for the audience to be able to ask me questions. We discover things that we have in common. We discover things that we like about policy, things we like about our communities, things that we want to be able to make better. And that level of engagement allows us to become a stronger, interconnected community. And I think that there is a great deal of parallel between what we do in the real world versus what we do in the virtual world on Roblox. And so before getting on Roblox, I thought it was just simply a game. But when I got into the experience, I learned that it is just like the real world. You literally can build your entire world that you would generally have in the real world, but you're building this in a virtual simulation situation, and I just really like it. Like, for example, my daughter was able to buy land in the game. She was able to buy houses and build and put various things inside of her house, like furniture, and buy cars and have Robux. I thought it was very interesting because these are some of the things that she could actually apply in the real world. And so because she's been able to learn so much about things that she can apply in the real world on the Roblox experience, you know, I try my best to get other young people her age to join the game if they are not on the game. And so, you know, it's all about building camaraderie. It's all about building community. I am what I would consider a social change agent. I'm always looking to build the world around me, and that's what people are basically doing inside of the game. And so feedback is always great. It's great inside of the game, but it's also great in my arena of dealing with politics. I hold town halls on a regular basis, and those town halls are designed for people to give me input. I ask the question, what keeps you up at night? What's on your heart? What's on your mind? And often people will tell me that they are dealing with issues that go into the arenas of healthcare. It might be financial, it might be legal, it could be social. But whatever those issues are, by me having a better understanding of what they are, it positions me to know what I need to be able to do to help improve the quality of their lives. And so Roblox is kind of the same way, because whenever the people at Roblox are able to hear what the subscribers are experiencing, what they want to be able to do, it gives them a better understanding of how to be able to make positive impact in the game experience so that they can have a better quality of gaming. And so it definitely helps developers to be able to put together games that are conducive to what the gamers are looking to experience. And so it's just an interconnected world. I never really thought about the community being seen as a metaverse, but it is truly a metaverse, and the metaverse is here. I mean, Roblox has about 2 billion people in an international, interconnected community, and I'm very excited about the future of where we're headed with this metaverse community. The thing is that we as a society, especially because of COVID-19, have migrated to virtual platforms to be able to communicate. A lot of people are using platforms like Zoom, GoToMeeting. Schools are using these platforms. A lot of schools have switched over to the virtual learning platforms. My daughter, she has been going to the virtual platform for about 3 years now. And I think that Roblox is ahead of its time by having already built such a platform, such an interconnected community where not only are young people experiencing entertainment, but they're also learning things like motion graphics. They're learning about coding. They're learning about how to build games themselves. They're learning a great deal, and it's all because of the community and educational opportunities that Roblox has created for these young people. So I'm very excited about that because if our future is going to be great, if our future is going to be intact, then our future needs to be prepared to be able to handle what is coming for tomorrow. And Roblox does that. It does that inside of the game system that allows students and really young people to be able to engage in ways that the average classroom simply cannot engage them. And so I'm very thankful for that. But I do want to bring up that there are people in the community who reach out to me because of my influence, because of what I do in the real world of political engagement, that oftentimes they want to be able to do things like have more friends. And I remember when I first got a lot of friend requests, and I was adding everybody, and I got to a certain point where I reached 200 friends and I couldn't go any further. So I began to ask, my friends over in Roblox, how can I get beyond the limit? And some people, RTC News organization on Twitter, said that you can't go beyond the limit. You would have to have special perks in order to do that. And I was remembering that, in order to truly build and be able to truly connect globally, we have to be able to expand the limit. So, me being a politician, I wanted to reach out to the people at Roblox and build a campaign to expand the limit. And that started trending. It started trending on 5 different social media platforms. On Twitter, I think it got about 2 million impressions because it obviously was a situation where everyone in the community wanted to do the same thing. They wanted to go beyond the limit. So it's a situation where how policy impacts the community and how the community can raise its voice enough so that it can be heard. So I think that being able to be heard is such a powerful thing, not only in the community of Roblox, but in the real world. Everyone wants to be heard, and I do my best to make sure that each and every person that I come across is heard. When people are born into this world, they draw circles. Some people draw circles around themselves. Some people draw circles around themselves and their families. Some people draw circles around themselves and their communities. Some people draw circles around themselves and the nation, and some people draw circles around themselves and humanity. I am one of those individuals who draw a very large circle so that anyone who comes into my path, I want to be able to have the best possible positive impact in their life. And this is another reason why I remain on the platform. I hear young people coming to me all the time in the platform talking about some of the issues that they are dealing with. And me being the kind of person that I am always trying to figure out a way to positively impact their world. And I am glad that Roblox is one of those communities that's doing their part to positively impact the lives of our young people, because our young people are the future. And I am very excited about the future in which we're going to live, knowing that these young people are so well versed on the metaverse, so interconnected globally, and just ready to make positive change in this world. My name is Ellison, running for the United States Congress to represent Florida's 23rd District, and I am playing Roblox each and every day with my daughter. Thank you.
Hey, my name is AnvilBot99. It's such an honor to speak at an event with the one and only Ellison, even if everything is pre-recorded nonetheless. I was asked to share my views on Roblox Metaverse, the growth it has seen, and the engagement. As a player of the platform for 11-ish years, I think I may be able to speak on these questions quite well. The term Metaverse was never as big when I first joined. I only started to hear the term Metaverse around 2020 when everything went virtual and more platforms rushed to find ways to connect people to it. As Alan said though, Roblox was already ahead of the game in creating a platform to connect players from around the world. The platform Roblox has created cannot be compared to any other platforms out there in terms of reach, user-generated content, and growth. When Roblox first started out, it was a very small community. There's many videos of admins speaking to how excited they were when they saw a user log into their website. Just imagine that now. There's probably thousands of people logging in every second. Speaking from when I first joined, there was not as big of a following to games as there is now. Back then, you would have never imagined that one day a front page game would be selling toys or getting huge brand sponsorship opportunities. But here we are. We have developers making active and passive income off their games through game passes, developer products, brand sponsors, toys, and people playing their games. Developers have pushed Roblox into a whole new direction of what is capable of the platform, expanding its growth to way beyond the platform and over to real life as well. It isn't only developers who have helped expand the growth of Roblox. Many new user-generated content opportunities have come up since 2018. This includes UGC item creators, who have created many new accessory items on the catalog, and most recently have been creating layered clothing items. The many items help players define their identity on the platform and have their avatar reflect it. We also have the UGC events team, who I am more than happy to say I am part of. The UGC events team helps to bring together community members to either spotlight topics, teach new people skills, or hold events with popular figures to highlight the metaverse growth and engagement of a certain platform. Speaking of engagement, there's no other platform out there that could compete with Roblox on that front. Roblox has built many ways for people to connect, whether it be game makers to players, game makers to other game makers, YouTubers to players, and, of course, players to other players. Whether this is all through groups, the games themselves, or social media, there's no shortage of engaging with those you want to engage with. Whether your goal is creating a community around a topic, a person, a game, or acting as a way to connect community members to other members, Roblox definitely takes the prize for easiest way to engage with others. You don't even have to take my own word for it. Ellison is the first politician to make use of Roblox to expand their reach to engage with members. We may see other politicians or celebrities migrate to Roblox to develop virtual connections with players on the platform. The reach Roblox has cannot be understated, and I think most people are realizing just how big Roblox is as a virtual platform. It's only going to keep expanding from here, and I can't wait to see what the next decade holds.
Thank you so much for attending today's event. It means a lot to us. We hope you really enjoyed it. I am sure you must have learnt a lot today. To all of you who attended the event, you will receive a feedback form by Roblox. Kindly fill it out.